Hello and welcome to Mastermind with me, Clive Myrie. In the spotlight tonight are Finn Maxwell, an NHS finance manager whose specialist subject is the Welsh politician Aneurin Bevan. Bella Burgess, a student. She'll be answering questions on the musicals of Stephen Sondheim. Carolyn Rowe, a greetings card merchandiser. Her subject is the classic television drama series Upstairs, Downstairs and Stuart Beard, a handyman. His subject is Jigoro Kano and the origins of judo. The Riga Beavers are contenders tonight, ready to do battle, and one hopes they'll have an experience to treasure, not one to forget. The problem is there can only be one winner, one contender, able to book their place in the semi-finals of the most prestigious quiz on television and the chance to win this glorious glass bowl. 2 minutes of specialist subject questions and 2.5 minutes on general knowledge are in the offing. The spotlight is about to be turned to full beam, the pressure as high as it can go. We wish them well. So can I ask our first contender to join us, please? Your name?
Finn Maxwell.
Your occupation?
NHS finance manager.
And your specialist subject?
Aneurin Bevan.
The Welsh politician, often described as the chief architect of the National Health Service. In 2 minutes. Here we go. Aneurin Bevan first entered Parliament in 1929 when he was elected as the Labour MP for which constituency in South Wales?
Abu Vale.
Yes, Bevan's so-called appointed day for the implementation of the National Health Service Act when the NHS would be officially established was in 1948 on the 5th of which month?
July.
Yes, which economist was a notable critic of Bevan as Minister for Health, describing his adherence to local authority house building as very doctrinal?
John Maynard Keynes.
No, Douglas J. In 1945, Clement Attlee had originally penciled in Bevan to be Minister for Education. And which other politician, best known as an organiser of the Jarrow March, as Minister for Health?
Alan Wilkinson.
Yes, in negotiations leading up to the formation of the NHS, which president of the Royal College of Surgeons acted as mediator between Bevan and the British Medical Association?
Lord Moran.
No, Alfred Webb Johnson. Bevan claimed that in order to overcome resistance to the creation of the NHS from many medical consultants, he ultimately had to stuff their mouths with what?
Gold.
Yes, in 1921, Bevan contributed an essay on the Communist Manifesto to the magazine of which educational and political organisation?
Pass.
When he became the editor of Tribune in 1942, the two journalists hired by Bevan as his chief assistants were John Kimchi and who else?
Pass.
In 1951, Bevan moved from the Ministry of Health for a brief 3-month stay at which other ministry?
Ministry of Labour.
Yes, when the young Bevan was issued with call-up papers for the First World War, he produced a medical certificate that confirmed that he suffered from what eye condition?
Nystagmus.
Yes, in 1957, Bevan, Richard Crossman and Morgan Phillips successfully sued which publication for alleging that they were drunk at an Italian Socialist Party conference in Venice?
Spectator.
Yes, in the Labour Party leadership election of 1955, Hugh Gateskill won with 157 votes, ahead of both Herbert Morrison with 40 and Bevan, who finished second with how many votes?
72.
No, 70. Finn, you had 2 passes. When he became the editor of Tribune in 1942, the 2 journalists hired by Bevan as his chief assistants were John Kimchi and Evelyn Anderson. And the essay on the Communist Manifesto was written for the educational and political organisation, the Plebs League. And at the end of that round, Finn, you've got 7 points. And our next contender, please. Your name?
Bella Burgess.
Your occupation?
Student.
And your specialist subject?
The musicals of Stephen Sondheim.
The works of the celebrated American composer and lyricist known for pushing the boundaries of musical theatre. In 2 minutes. Here we go. What Stephen Sondheim musical features an array of characters from different fairy tales and opens with the narrator speaking the words, "Once upon a time"?
Into the Woods.
Yes, which character in A Little Night Music has been played in New York by Glynis Johns and Catherine Zeta-Jones and in London by Gene Simmons, Dame Judi Dench and Hannah Waddingham?
Desiree?
Yes, the premiere of The Frogs took place in 1974 in a swimming pool at which American university, where the cast members Meryl Streep and Sigourney Weaver were drama students at the time.
Yale.
Yes, who directed the 2018 West End revival of Company, in which a number of roles were gender-switched.
Marianne Elliott.
Yes, what 1979 show did Sondheim say that he wrote as a love letter to London, a city I treasure above all, except for New York?
Sweeney Todd.
Yes, the original production of Pacific Overtures made use of traditional Japanese instruments, including what type of bamboo flute?
Pass.
In Roadshow, what real-life city in Florida provides the title of a song in which the con artist Wilson Meisner describes creating a real estate bubble?
Cabo Raton?
No, Boca Raton. Which actor made his Broadway debut creating the role of Joe in Merrily We Roll Along and was described by Sondheim as a remarkable performer who at 21 seemed like an old pro?
Mandy Patinkin?
No, Jason Alexander. Sondheim wrote What Extra Song for Anyone Can Whistle to placate Angela Lansbury, who was perturbed that her character, Cora, had only 4 songs, whereas Lee Remick's character, Faye, had 5.
Everybody Says Don't?
No, A Parade in Town. What was the name of the scenic designer who created the look for Company, Follies, A Little Night Music and Pacific Overtures, winning 3 Tony Awards in the process?
Boris Aronson?
Yes, towards the end of Act 1, a funny thing happened on the way to the forum when the slave, Pseudolus, asked the soldier, Miles Gloriosus, if he can have a word. I've started, so I'll finish. Gloriosus responds, it better be a good one. What word does Pseudolus say in reply?
Ta-da.
No, intermission. Bella, you had 1 past the original production of Pacific Overtures, that bamboo flute. It's a shakuhachi. And at the end of that round, you've got 6 points. And our next contender, please. Your name?
Carolyn Rowe,
Your occupation?
greeting card merchandiser,
And your specialist subject?
upstairs, downstairs.
The influential British period drama, first broadcast in 1971, about the contrasting lives of the wealthy Bellamy family and their domestic servants. In 2 minutes. Here we go. The series is set mainly in the Bellamy's London townhouse at what number on the fashionable Belgravia thoroughfare, Eaton Place?
165.
Yes, the opening titles of each episode feature drawings from what weekly satirical magazine?
Punch.
Yes, in the first episode, Lady Marjorie Bellamy takes on a new underhouse parlourmaid, played by Pauline Collins, and renames her Sarah because she considers her actual first name to be unsuitable for a servant. What's her real first name?
Clemence.
Yes, in Such a Lovely Man, Richard Bellamy, a politician and the family patriarch, is delighted when the Prime Minister, Stanley Baldwin, offers him the position of Under Secretary of State for what?
Foreign Affairs.
Yes, in The Path of Duty in Series 1, Elizabeth Bellamy, the 17-year-old daughter of Richard and Lady Marjorie, returns home from her studies in which German city?
Dresden.
Yes, in the Series 2 episode, Whom God Hath Joined, the scheming Thomas Watkins accepts what post in the Bellamy household, having previously been a manservant to Elizabeth and her husband?
Chauffeur.
Yes, the theme music to the series entitled The Edwardians was written by which composer from Northern Ireland?
Alexander Farris.
Yes, what's the surname of the French ambassador who dines at Eaton Place in the episode The Understudy, while the butler, Hudson, played by Gordon Jackson, is bedridden?
Flurio.
Yes, in the Series 5 episode A Place in the World, the Bellamy's son, James, briefly enters politics when he stands as a Conservative candidate to represent which London constituency?
Rotherhithe East.
Yes, in The Fruits of Love in Series 2, what new name does Elizabeth give to the hat shop in Mayfair, which her lover, the businessman Julius Karakin, has bought for her?
Madame Yvonne.
Yes, James Bellamy's step-cousin, Georgina Worsley, occasionally refers to him by what affectionate nickname, despite him telling her that he dislikes it intensely?
Jumbo.
Yes, in the final episode of the series, I've started, so I'll finish. In the final episode of the series, the butler, Hudson, and the cook, Mrs. Bridges, together with the kitchen maid, Ruby, leave to manage a guest house in Hastings that's known by what name?
Seaview.
It is Seaview. Carolyn, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You got them all right. 12 points.
Thank you.
And our final contender, please. Your name,
Stuart Beard,
your occupation,
handyman,
and your specialist subject.
Jigoro Kano and the origins of judo.
The early years of the modern Japanese sport and the life of its creator. In 2 minutes, here we go. Jigoro Kano was born in 1860 in Mikage, now a district of which modern city west of Osaka?
Kobe.
Yes, after moving to Tokyo, Kano, now aged 17, was introduced to which instructor of jiu-jitsu, who took him on as a trainee?
Fukuda.
Yes, at Tokyo University, Kano was heavily influenced by which American professor who introduced him to the ideas of the British philosopher Herbert Spencer?
Dewey, John Dewey.
No, Ernest Fenollosa. In 1882, while still in his early 20s, Kano established his Kodokan Institute of Judo after renting rooms at what small Buddhist temple occupied by followers of the Jodo sect?
Aishogi Temple.
Yes, one of the 2 live-in students who initially enrolled at the Kodokan Institute and were the first to gain the rank of first dan was Shiro Shido, nicknamed the Cat and Octopus Feet, who competed under what name?
Shiro Saigo.
Yes, in August 1891, Kano married Sumako Takezoe, but was obliged to leave her behind the following month to become the head of a school in which city?
Kumamoto.
Yes. What name is given to the severe early morning cold weather training regime introduced by Kano at the Kodokan in 1884?
Kangaiko.
Yes. What was the name of Kano's female private student who, in 1932, defeated 3 men in consecutive challenges and the following year became the Kodokan's first woman black belt?
Katsuko Kasaki.
Yes, in which African city was the meeting of the International Olympic Committee in 1938 when Kano was instrumental in convincing the IOC that Tokyo should host the 1940 Summer Games?
Cairo.
Yes, after arguing the case for Tokyo's Olympic bid, Kano became ill and died of pneumonia on his journey home aboard which ship?
Hikawa Maru.
Yes. What exclusive honorary title, meaning role model or master instructor, was given to Kano by his pupils and his peers?
Shihan.
It was Shihan. Stuart, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 10 points. At the end of the specialist subjects round, let's have a look at the scores. In 4th place with 6 points, it's Bella. In 3rd place with 7 points, it's Finn. In 2nd place with 10 points, it's Stuart. And in 1st place with 12 points, it's Carolyn. So now it's general knowledge. And if there's a tie at the end, then the number of passes is taken into account and the person with the fewer passes is the winner. And if they're tied on passes as well, it's a tie break. So let's ask Bella to join us again, please. Bella, you start with 6 points. You've now got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. What name is given to a sheet of canvas or netting that's attached at each end to a post or tree and used as a bed?
Hammock.
Yes, in an abbreviation for the combined neural functions of the brain and the spinal cord, the letters CNS stand for what 3-word term?
Central nervous system.
Yes, at the Academy Award ceremony in 2025, who won the Best Actress Oscar for her performance in the film Aneurin?
Pass.
In the traditional sequence of the 7 colours of the rainbow, what colour comes between yellow and blue?
Indigo.
No, green. The huge bronze statue known as the Colossus of Rhodes, which was completed around 280 BC, but destroyed by an earthquake about 60 years later, had been a depiction of which Greek god?
Zeus.
No, Helios. Which future US president married the actress Nancy Davis in 1952?
Kennedy.
No, Reagan. The 1924 opera The Cunning Little Vixen, about a fox named Sharp Ears, was written by which composer?
Prokofiev.
No, Janacek. What fish is dried and salted to make the popular Iberian dish known in Portuguese as bacalhau?
Sardines.
No, Cod. The musical piece entitled Galloping Home, composed by Dennis King, was the theme tune for the 1970s television series The Adventures of which fictional horse?
Spirit.
No, Black Beauty. What was the full name of the architect whose designs in the 17th century included the Queen's House in Greenwich and the Banqueting House at Whitehall Palace?
Christopher Wren.
No, Inigo Jones. At 4 consecutive Olympic Games from 1956, the American athlete Al Oerter won a gold medal in what field event?
Hammer throw.
No, discus throw. The other stage, the Park stage and the West Holt stage are features of which British music and performing arts festival?
Glastonbury.
Yes, what name, which derives from an Arabic word meaning east, is given to the hot and dusty wind that blows from the Sahara Desert to the Mediterranean?
Sirocco.
Yes, which American city's main airport is designated by the international code PHL?
Philadelphia.
Yes, plants of the genus Gypsophila, cultivated for their numerous small, often white flowers that are a popular choice for florist bouquets, are commonly known by the name baby's what?
Pearls.
No, breath. The Welsh clothing and textile designer born Laura Mountney. I've started, so I'll finish. The Welsh clothing and textile designer born Laura Mountney, noted for her Victorian-inspired floral designs, became better known by what married surname?
Richards.
No, Ashley. Bella, you had the one pass. It was the actress Mikey Madison who won an Oscar for the film Aneurin. And at the end of that round, you've got 11 points. Next up, it's Finn. Finn, you start with 7 points. The score to beat as it stands is 12 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. The Graceland Mansion, a major tourist attraction in Memphis, Tennessee, is the former home of which American singer?
Elvis Presley.
Yes, St. Helier is the main town on which of the Channel Islands?
Jersey.
Yes. Which London football club won the Women's Super League title in April 2025 under their head coach, Sonia Bompasta, who was appointed the previous year?
Chelsea.
Yes, in May 2024, the former barrister Gavin Robinson was confirmed as the new leader of which political party in Northern Ireland?
DUP.
Yes, in the ABO system of blood classification, which of the 4 main human blood groups is the most common, being present in almost half the UK population?
O.
Yes, the name of which explosive, commonly used in blasting and mining, is derived from a Greek word for power?
Dynamite.
Yes, which British photojournalistic magazine, published between 1938 and 1957, employed Bert Hardy as its chief photographer, whose work there highlighted social issues such as poverty, unemployment and slum housing?
Pictures Today.
No, Picture Post. A Neapolitan is a person from which Italian city?
Naples.
Yes, the explorer Ernest Shackleton, the author P.G. Wodehouse and the actor Chiwetel Ejiofor all attended which English public school in southeast London?
Dulwich.
Yes, which hydrocarbon, one of the alkane series, has the chemical formula C6H14 and is named for the fact that its molecules each contain 6 carbon atoms?
Hexane.
Yes, a museum in the Georgian city of Gori is dedicated to the life of which Soviet leader who was born there in 1878?
Lenin.
No, Stalin. Which 20th century British author wrote the novels Jamaica Inn, Frenchman's Creek and My Cousin Rachel?
Pass.
In 2024, the long-running radio show Friday Night is Music Night, featuring performances by the BBC Concert Orchestra, moved from Radio 2 to which other station?
Radio 3.
Yes. What 2024 Gothic horror film is a remake of a 102-year-old silent film and stars Bill Skarsgård as the sinister nobleman Count Orlok?
Dracula.
No, Nosferatu. Hampshire Down, Dorset Down and Oxford Down are British breeds of what farm animal?
Pig.
No, sheep. What 2-word term from the Chinese for work together is commonly used in English to describe a generally over-enthusiastic or eager attitude?
Don't know. Pass.
It's gung-ho. Finn, you had one other pass. Which 20th century British author wrote the novels Jamaica Inn, Frenchman's Creek? Daphne du Maurier. So at the end of that round, Finn, you've got 17 points. Next up, it's Stuart. Stuart, you start with 10 points. The score to beat as it stands is 17 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Let's go. Which London art gallery in St. Martin's Place, just off Trafalgar Square, is sometimes referred to by its initials NPG?
National Portrait Gallery.
Yes, the Cuban diplomat José Raúl Capablanca was the world champion from 1921 to 1927 in which board game?
Chess.
Yes, in May 2025, which Welsh rock band topped the UK albums chart for the 9th time with Make 'em Laugh, Make 'em Cry, Make 'em Wait?
Manic Street Preachers.
No, Stereophonics. In the last week of August each year, crowds gather for a festival in the town of Buñol in eastern Spain to throw what salad ingredient at one another?
Tomatoes.
Yes, the source of the Hudson River is in which mountains in New York State?
Adirondack.
Yes, the Adirondacks. The athlete Tigist Assefa, who won the women's elite race at the 2025 London Marathon, represents which East African country?
Ethiopia.
Yes. In taxonomy, what term derived from Greek words for joint and foot refers to any member of the largest and most diverse animal phylum, which includes insects, arachnids, and crustaceans?
Chordata.
No, arthropod. In the UK, the clocks are put forward by 1 hour at the start of British summertime on the last Sunday of which month?
March.
Yes, which Italian operatic tenor, born in Modena in 1935, made his professional debut as Rodolfo in Puccini's La Bohème in 1961?
Andrea Bocelli.
No, Pavarotti. Which small island in the Inner Hebrides is the burial place of many Scottish kings, including Kenneth I, Duncan I, and Macbeth?
Elsa Craig.
No, Iona. Mohair is obtained from the Angora breed of goat. Angora wool is obtained from a breed of what other creature?
Rabbit.
Yes. What word for a journal or daily record of events appears in the titles of best-selling books by Sue Townsend in 1982 and Helen Fielding in 1996?
Diary.
Yes. What's the rhyming title of the 1993 film starring Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy as three witches who wreak havoc in modern-day Salem on Halloween night?
Hocus Pocus.
Yes. Which military leader led the Free French Resistance Forces during the Second World War?
De Gaulle.
Yes. What name, derived from a Latin word meaning false oath, is given to the criminal offence of lying to a court while giving evidence under oath?
Perjury.
Yes. Which actress, presenter and former member of the pop group Hearsay had a long-running role in Coronation Street and went on to appear in the television drama series Waterloo Road?
Michelle Thompson.
No, it's Kim Marsh.
Marsh.
Stuart, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 21 points. And finally, it's Carolyn. Carolyn, you start with 12 points. The score to beat to get through to the semi-finals is Stuart's 21 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. The Palace of Holyrood House, the official residence of the British monarch in Scotland, is in which city?
Edinburgh.
Yes. Käse is the German word for what dairy product?
Cheese.
Yes. In the 2025 television drama series A Cruel Love, Lucy Boynton plays which real-life nightclub hostess who 70 years previously became the last woman to be hanged in the UK?
Helen Sharp.
No, Ruth Ellis. What name for the number, sometimes known as naught, that falls between 1 and -1, is derived from an Arabic word meaning empty?
Zero.
Yes. In netball, the letters GA on a player's bib indicate which position?
Goal attendant.
No, goal attack. What song, a UK #1 single for Irene Cara in 1982, features the recurring lines, "Remember my name and I'm gonna live forever"?
Fame.
Yes. In March 2025, which former governor of the Bank of England succeeded Justin Trudeau as Prime Minister of Canada?
Mark Carney.
Yes, in the human skeleton, which bone of the lower leg connecting the knee and ankle is sometimes known as the shin bone?
Tibia.
Yes, which prominent American film critic who wrote for the Chicago Sun-Times from 1967 until his death in 2013 won the 1975 Pulitzer Prize for criticism?
Roger Ebert.
Yes, the genus name of what bat, 3 species of which are native to the British Isles, is derived from the Italian word for bat?
Pipistrelle.
Yes, 3 of the sequels to what 2007 film are subtitled Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, and Age of Extinction?
Star Wars.
No, Transformers. What 3-letter name derived from a Sanskrit word for meditation is given to a Japanese school of Buddhism?
Zen.
Yes, what word for a small piece or fragment of a larger item is also a name given to a gaming token in the form of a flat disc that's used in place of cash for making bets in casino games such as roulette or poker?
Chip.
Yes, a wine bottle known as a salmonazer can hold as much wine as how many standard bottles?
12.
Yes, what adjective derived from Greek words for new and stone is used to describe the period of ancient history that made up the latter part of the Stone Age?
Neolithic.
Yes, the North Atlantic island of Surtsey, formed by an underwater volcanic eruption in 1963, lies off the south coast of which country?
Iceland.
It is Iceland. Carolyn, at the end of that round, you had no passes, and you've done it, 25 points.
Thank you.
Brilliant, well done.
So let's have a look at the final scores. In 4th place with 11 points, it's Bella. In 3rd place with 17 points, it's Finn. In 2nd place with 21 points, it's Stuart, which means in 1st place with 25 points, it's Carolyn. So she goes through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to her. If you'd like to be a contender in the next series, please go to our website, bbc.co.uk/mastermind, and you can follow us at Mastermind Quiz. Join us again next time for more Masterminds. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
I'm really excited that I've won my heat. I didn't expect to win, but I'm so pleasantly surprised. I applied for Mastermind because my husband and I really enjoy watching the program. I was encouraged to apply specifically because I've been taking an online self-improvement course, which suggested that I do something out of my comfort zone, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity. Upstairs, downstairs.
The influential British period drama, first broadcast in 1971.
I chose Upstairs, Downstairs as my specialist subject because it was always a family favorite. It was my mother's favorite television series, and we spent many happy hours watching it together, and I hope she would be proud of me.